All right. So thank you so much, guys, for joining us. Congratulations again, Jenny, and thank you for your patience. So Jenny has been our valued client. She has been with us for quite some time, and she wants to uh, really looking for a virtual assistant that would help her in managing or scaling her business, especially in booking appointments and her social media. So we'd love to know more about you, Jenny. Are you able to share something a bit more of yourself and your business, please? Thank you.
Sure. So my business is in training people in the skills of emotional intelligence. So how to manage your own emotions, how to have conversations with other people when they are upset and manage their emotions, and all of the things that go with that, like relationships and business relationships and all of those things. So we're helping people to be better at everything that involves their own emotions or other people. And I have a team of coaches that I've trained to use my process and take clients through it. And we just need to make sure that they have a constant flow of clients coming into the program.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much, Jenny. Are you able to share with us what are the specific tasks that you are looking for or skills for your VA?
Yeah, so specifically in the beginning, in the first instance, the major thing will be using social media to generate leads and then booking people into appointments or sending them to buy our low ticket offers, which will then put them into a funnel and ultimately get them into an appointment. And also then the follow-up, like if someone doesn't show up for their appointment, rescheduling them. If somebody's like said they're going to pay and we've sent them an invoice, following up if they don't pay the invoice, all that kind of client management from the very first touch all the way through to, you know, if they run into problems during the program and we need to switch them to another coach or something like that. So we've got a CRM system. We're using Go High Level. So we have most of our leads are in one place. The only thing that we can't do through that is send Facebook messages from personal profiles. So you'll still be sending the messages on your personal profile, but then updating the database so that you have a record of who you've spoken to and what you've said to them and so on. And ultimately, as the business grows, I want to have a team of VAs who start to specialize in these things. Maybe someone who specializes in the phone work, somebody who specializes in social media work. So what I'm looking for here is I'm looking for the VA who can figure out how everything works, develop even systems of their own, and then train other VAs as I bring them on board as we grow. So I'm particularly interested in people who have business experience, business qualifications, people who are very intelligent, very capable, good at solving problems, because it's not a routine job where you're just cutting and pasting and doing the same thing every day. This is a thinking job. And I want people who are good at, like reading something and then making decisions about, okay, so this should probably go here, or this should probably go there, or okay, well, when I repost that, I'm going to need to change it in this way because I'll be posting it instead of Jenny posting it, that kind of thing.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much, Jenny. So basically, she wants someone who can, lead the team as soon as they grow, and then onboard something to do like what I'm doing, a team manager. So it's a great opportunity, whoever is chosen on this interview. So let's go ahead and get started, Jenny. You may ask questions now. Thank you.
Okay, well, to begin with, can I just hear from each of you what's your background, your qualifications, your expertise that's relevant to this position? So Lynette.
Hi, Jenny. Good afternoon. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Yeah, so let me introduce myself first. My name is Maynet. I'm 34 and I graduate of Bachelor of Science in Hospitality Management. And my expertise is on social media management, appointment setting, and lead generation. Um, I have a background of an inbound customer service before for an American telco account. I handled billing and sales. I also worked as a project manager for 5 years. I specialize on handling different projects related to image researching, license agreement, invoices, and rights and permissions.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, Angela.
Hi there, Jenny. How are you?
Good, thank you.
I am Mary Angela D. Alcala, but you can call me Angela, as what you have called me. I
Mhm.
am 24 years old, and I graduated taking up the course of Bachelor of Science in Business Management. My friends tell me that I am a very jolly and friendly person, and I really love meeting new people. So it's really nice meeting you. Um, as an enthusiastic virtual assistant who loves to be a part of your team, I think I can do content creation, marketing campaigns, and brand management. But I guess my specialty is in creating creative content because my past job was also to create contents for a specific company. As for sales, actually, I am an aspiring online business owner selling random things like clothes, perfumes, anything, random things. Uh, and so I do everything on my own, and so I guess I can sell in that areas, and I will be able to help you in engagements to other people to make the scope of your products and services wider. I would really love, and I am very eager to join your team, Jenny. So again, nice meeting you. Thank
Mhm.
you.
And what was the industry that you were doing content creation for before?
It's more on education,
Mhm.
more on mathematical and law.
Mhm.
That was my recent job.
Okay. All right. Marisol.
Hi, Jenny. Good afternoon. How are you?
Thank you.
Yes, so my full name is Marisol P. Aliarza, 32 years old, married with one child. So I have worked or I am a VA for almost 1 year with different kinds of niche and different kinds of client. So basically, my key skill sets are data entry, lead generation, appointment setting, social media management, basic photo and video editing, and web designing. So I am very familiar in managing social media, and I know how to handle social media accounts because I also have a client before here, also in QVA. So I also have two two Facebook account that is ready for that already optimized and ready for outreaching in case you will hire me. And because I know Facebook is very strict when it comes to outreaching, adding people, liking or outreaching. So I created two different accounts so that um we have a what you call this, an account to use for outreaching. And I think my biggest strength is that I am good at picking up new skills, very flexible, honest, and perseverance towards work. So I work with a variety of or different VA tasks, things like as I called color, data entry, lead generation, or graphic designing. And I am very resourceful. So when it comes to an or a different task or unfamiliar task, I am very resourceful in researching about or researching about those tasks on how to um on how to finish the task, because I know every client is very busy, because you are a business owner, so your time is very precious, that you have much time in training, or in to train your VA. So as a VA, I know how to be flexible, to to be flexible, and um discover on my own. And as of the weakness, I think I keep overreacting on random things. Like once I already submit my output, I kept on thinking, was it worth it, or does it good? So every day or week, I always strategize on the task that I'm going to do the other day, so to improve more on the previous task that I made. That's it for now. Thank you, Jenny.
And did you say, I'm not sure I got, do you have like a qualification, a degree or anything, or what's your
Yes.
training?
I finished my bachelor in science in business management, major in marketing.
Great. Alrighty, so Claire.
Hi, Jenny. How are you today?
Very good, thank you.
Okay, that's great. I'd like to say something about myself. I am Claire Vanis-Vidilio and I took up Bachelor of Science in Nursing. And I have an experience working as a virtual assistant before for 2 years, working project-based and part-time, handling different social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, and many more. And I just focus mainly on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn since those are the platforms which we can get more leads. But we can also post consistently in Instagram and TikTok, especially when we're going to create reels and other platforms. And I also specialize in appointment setting via DM and phone calls using Skype and WhatsApp. And I also excel in lead generation, video editing, offer graphic design and data entry. And then in terms of booking appointment, we just did it organically by posting daily content and post them to our FB group, FB page, and we can also share it to other FB groups that we join. And we all know that from doing consistently by generating these. And I am also well trained to edit some content because I am well versed in Canva, PixArt, Snapseed, CapCut, and many more. And in terms of content scheduler, I am familiar with Hootsuite as that is very common nowadays and we can just schedule our posts to different social media platforms. And for information, I have stalked your social media profile and then I see that you're a mindset coach. And I really like your personality for always staying positive because we are the same. And I also checked your Facebook group wherein it has 500 plus members which need rich relationships. And I'm also glad that you post on your profile on a regular basis, which is good because in any platforms we have what we call that an algorithm, and consistency is always the key. And then I'm really glad that you posted some contents and you really gave true values to the people, which is important. And I also love your contents, which is all about relationships, and wherein people can relate to that, and then you encourage them to really move forward in life. And I'm really glad that you brought positivity to your audience. That's all.
Great, thank you, Claire. And
You're
Mary Jo.
welcome.
Oh, hi, Jenny. Good afternoon. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Good to know then. Well, my name is Mary Joy Martinito, and I'm 51 years old, and I graduated with Bachelor's of Science in Nursing. And I do have an experience working in a telco company, US-based, for 5 years, and I was assigned in a retention department. So I handle a lot of calls dealing with different people in different walks of life. And then I was so amazed by checking on your profile wherein you are dealing also with different kinds of people in different walks of life. So I do have also an experience for 2 years in eBay in escalations department. I handle making decisions between the buyer and the sellers, what's this cases. And so I do have this critical thinking, making some decision makings pertaining to handling cases. And although to be honest, I'm just new to this virtual assistance job, but however, I'm learning fast. And in fact, it didn't stop me for taking some trainings. And I'm so happy that the Quantum Virtual Assistance team is so supportive in giving us trainings. So from there, I don't stop because I know that learning doesn't have these limitations. So I'm willing to work with passion, dedication. So that's it.
Great, thank you. Okay, so Mary Jo, you haven't done appointment setting before?
I do.
Yeah, and when
Yeah.
when were you doing that?
That was 6 months ago. And I do set up an appointment because I do have a client who's a doctor, and I set up an appointment with the patients.
Mm-hmm. Terrific. Okay. And Claire, have you actually had a job doing appointment setting before?
Yes, I have a client here in Quantum, and I've also experienced booking appointments via DM and then call.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you currently have another Quantum client?
Yes, my client is in Australia, so
Mhm.
it's okay.
Okay. All right. And Angela, do you have appointment setting experience before?
To be honest, Jenny, I don't have yet experience in appointment setting, but I believe that it can be learned, and I really love to have an experience in doing appointment setting because I know that I might excel in it.
And Marisol?
Yes, I do have an experience for appointment setting.
Mm-hmm. And what kind of appointment setting were you doing before?
Either organic outreaching and cold calling outreach or cold calling appointment setting.
Mm-hmm. For in which industry?
In real estate and in I think coaching business.
Okay. What kind of coaching?
In writing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. And Mainette?
Yes, Jenny.
Have
I
you done appointment setting before?
Yes, I have an experience doing appointment setting through direct messages and phone calls.
And what kind of industry?
Coaching business.
And what type of coaching?
Just like yours, it's mindset coaching.
Okay, so mindset's a really big area. I'm not really a mindset coach. I'm teaching people skills. So what specifically was your coach doing that you were setting appointments for?
It's more on empowering women.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. And so how would you go from an initial conversation to setting an appointment in that niche?
On my previous client, she provided me with a contact list with their names, email address, and contact numbers. So before I called those numbers, I need to prepare what the coach program is all about, so that the customer or the potential leads, if they have questions, so I can answer them. I can answer their questions. So yeah.
Alrighty. Okay, so and so specifically experience actually doing sales. Do any of you have experience? I know Claire, was it who have your own business? No, Angela have your own business.
Yes,
Yes.
Jenny.
So you've been selling things that I know.
Yes.
Do you do that by actually directly talking to people?
Yes, we do. I do message them, most especially when things are kind of rough for me. When some people are not when my things are not sold out like that. Of course, I want to have a good profile in terms of selling things. So what I do is I post it on online, and sometimes I also do live sellings, which is a trend here in the Philippines. So it's more on really engaging with people, and fortunately it goes well for me.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So does anyone else have experience actually selling things through direct messages or on the phone? So
Yeah, I
Mary
do.
Joy, you? Yeah. What have you sold?
Yeah, I do have an online business currently, which I'm selling some like mixed nuts and
Mm-hmm.
dried fruits and berries.
Mm-hmm.
And I posted most of the time in Facebook and in marketplaces. And for now, I already have 4 stores that I'm one of the vendor there, displaying something there. Because to be honest, it really grows when the pandemic strikes. People are now so conscious in what they are eating. So business is doing good, and I've learned a lot of things now, especially focusing on Facebook, because that's where we can get a lot of customers. So I'm so amazed with the numbers that I'm getting by posting it in Facebook, and now I'm already working on with other platforms now. So slowly by slowly, since the good thing about now is I don't have a job, so I can really do full time with doing the virtual assistance, and as well as with my side hustle for my business at the same time.
Okay, terrific. And Claire, do you have experience selling in DMs or over the phone?
Okay, so I can do setting an appointment via DM and phone call. So in DM, typically I would post to various Facebook groups, and then when someone comments or likes my post, I send them a direct message to find out whether they are competent to meet the needs of my prospects. And if they are, I will establish a connection with them, and I'm going to schedule an appointment. And then in terms of setting appointments via phone calls, I can call prospects to schedule appointments to people and to assess the quality of leads. And for that, I'm going to prepare myself in advance, and I'm going to perfect the script that I am using to pitch the products or your products and services to leads. And I can also call leads on the phone to set up appointments, and then about purchases. And then lastly, I'm going to understand the level of my lead's interest. And for that, I'm going to get enough interest going to the close deal and can anticipate frequent sales objections. That's all.
Okay. And Marisol.
Yes, I do have an online business before I start work before I start working as a virtual assistant. So I'm very focused with my online business. So my products are fresh and dry goods, which are very saleable here when the pandemic strike. I started the online business last 2019, I think, but also start doing virtual assistant work at the same year. So it stopped. And I also have a online business page, which is or it is a Facebook page. It is still active, but I am not posting anything yet today because I am focused. I'm focused with my virtual assistant work. That's it.
Yeah. And do you have other clients at the moment?
As of the moment, no, none already. Yes.
Okay. And Angela, do you have any other clients at the moment?
None. This is my first
Mhm.
ever.
Okay. And Mainet, do you have other clients at the moment?
No, no,
Okay.
I don't have.
All right. Okay, so Angela, what do you know about emotional skills and self-development in the area of emotions?
Of course, about emotions, of course, it's all a part of our system as a person. So about I think I know a little just a few about it when we what do you call this, when we studied it during college. So what I know is all about anger management. What my prof said is that uh, those people who are um, keeping their problems inside them and not telling them to others are has the tendency to have anger management issues because they keep what they feel inside. So once they get angry or once they uh their patience or what they feel is gonna be is like gonna be I'm sorry, I can't say it. It's
It's
like
okay. I get the picture. It's
yes.
yeah, anger
um
management as an issue
yeah
was covered
so
in your degree.
yeah, so I think those people who are for me, based on my experience also, people who don't tell their problems to other people or tend to keep their problems on their own are needs more help from people like you. So uh, they can prevent like suicides like that. So emotional, I think emotional help is really important nowadays, most especially there are different problems around the world. That's all.
Thank you. Mary Joy, what's
yes.
your experience or interest with emotional skills?
Oh yeah, for me, emotional skills is very important. It's a ability. It's a gift that a person has or possess, wherein that person can be a right person that can deal with and talk to a person who's having some issues or having something that been through a lot, especially being burnout or getting stressed or being happy. Not only that, but also not limited to some relationships with families and loved ones. So if you do have that emotional skills, then you are the right person to be on those people that are in need. And when I look at your what's this, listen to some of your YouTube videos, I was amazed because you discussed it there as well, not only for emotions, but you discuss also the impact of a person's anatomy and how it will bring up. So you are not limited only to some emotions, but how it could bring to one's person's lives.
Great, thank you. Claire, what's your interest and experience with emotional skills?
Emotional skills, it refers to the ability for us to recognize and express and then regulate your emotions. And emotional skills are essential for connecting with others because it would help us manage our emotions, build healthy relationship, and also we can feel empathy. And uh, for emotional skills, I think, for example, if you're going to recognize if someone is sad, and then you're going to ask them if they are okay. And emotional skills would be the foundation of self-awareness and good mental health. And by recognizing and understanding others' emotion, it was also help us recognize other people, which is an integral part on how we are going to interact with others.
Thank you. Marisol?
Yeah. As So emotional skills is the ability to handle your emotions itself. So as a cashier before, we are the frontliner. We are giving customer service. So I handle a lot of people, different kinds of people. So different kinds of emotion. So there are people that that are very angry. There are a lot of people that are very happy, so you have to handle those emotions. And you also have to be attached. You have to learn to be attached and detached of your emotions when it comes to work. So being a professionalism, or and yeah, I think as a frontliner or cashier before, I learned how to handle emotions, and I know also how to approach people when it comes to when they are, what you call this, when they are experiencing, when they are experiencing difficult situation, or when they are in a difficult situation. I know how to approach them well, because I also have a friend here in the Philippines. When they have a problem, they chat me and took some advice from me. So I give them some advice so that they will not get into depressed level or into suicide level, because that is what I think, or that is what what I am thinking every time a friend is in a difficult situation and chat me and ask if what would be the best advice, or what would be the best move they will they will do. So I will approach them well, based on their emotions. That's it. I think if I will work on your team, I can apply that ability, or that um what you call this, that skill, so that we can properly approach those people um to be connected with you. That's it, Jen.
And Maynard?
Yes, emotional skills and development for me, I believe it comes from within. It start with yourself. You have to be able to recognize those feelings, or for example, the strengths and weaknesses. You should evaluate yourself where they what triggers them, or where they coming from. And when that happens, you can socialize with people. You can also listen to them and know what they're going through. And learning what feelings and emotions are, understanding how they or why they occur. I guess that's really important. um, you can recognize your own feelings, and then you can have the ultimate freedom from stress. Excuse me, from stress and being burned out with your work. And you have a peaceful way of surviving life. That's it.
Okay, great. Thank you. Okay, so if you were going to start in this role next week, and you were going to do something on social media to generate leads and interest, what would be the most productive thing that you can do to produce interest and leads? Mary Joy?
Oh yeah, in order to generate leads, of course, we need to visit or check people that is prospect customers for us to be able to invite them and check in their group, their interest, and then check the details of their contacts so that we will be able not only with people that because it's the quality, not the quantity that we're looking for. So I guess it's going to be easy because we do have this funnel that we can use in generating leads with prospect customers that we can add them to be part of your for the team.
Mm-hmm. Minute.
Yes. As for me, as a lead generation specialist, my specific responsibilities would include managing Facebook, and then I can also like search and join groups with related to emotional stresses or any, because there are groups in Facebook that post that they have anxiety, they have depression, so I can engage in the comment section or respond to some of the comments there, and then send them a direct message, and then engage into conversation, and then offer your coaching program.
Mm-hmm. Claire.
I am a social media enthusiast and I am a social media manager. So for that, I can promote products, services, and content over social media. For example, Facebook, Instagram, and then LinkedIn. And it is in a way where it is consistent with an organization brand or the social media strategy. And right now, in order for your business to grow faster, I can suggest that it is preferable that we can share every post in your profile to other FB groups that is related to our niche in order for you to be well known and to make noise to the right target market. That's all.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And Angela.
Of course, in order to generate more leads, of course, we as the virtual assistants have to be familiar first with the product and services that we offer. And as I can see that your social media accounts are already aesthetic and pleasing to the eyes, wherein customers are really will be really engaged in it. But I know we can still improve engagement in it. And as they were talking, I have thought of a way wherein I think it can generate more leads. I think it is by posting some short questions relating to mental health, as specifically emotion skills that customers can relate to. In that case, customers will be more curious about what our services and products are all about, and in that way, they will patronize our product. And also, I thought of a way that we can do some fun and relaxing games through posting it in your social media accounts, wherein all people can join, and so they will feel that it's fun and healthy to be with us. So in this way, I think we can gain more scope people on our social media accounts and can generate more leads. That's all.
Okay. And Marisol.
Yeah, as a social media manager also, I have the experience before in handling different social media platforms like Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Pinterest. So to generate more leads to your page or to your group, we have to engage in different kinds of group that is related to your niche. And we have to qualify the perfect or not perfect the we have to qualify the best people that we have to outreach. And we have to post also different kinds of content, engaging contents. It, it is like a question in a day, or as a quote or as a tips. Different kinds of content is more can be more engaging in your social media platform. And we can also post videos on them and reels. And in your Instagram also, we can also post different images and contents. And in LinkedIn, we can directly outreach business owners and CEOs, because I think almost all LinkedIn members are CEO and business owners. So it is easily to outreach them in LinkedIn. We can also post newsletter and engaging posts in LinkedIn. That's it.
Okay. All right. So if you were going to start this job on Monday, what do you think would be your biggest problem? Angela.
I think my biggest problem will be, since I'm just starting to be a virtual assistant. I think my biggest problem will be I can't really think of a problem. But I hope there will be no problem, because I can be flexible as much as I can. So that's
Okay. Marisol?
I'm not sure about how I can answer the question about the problem, because I think I'm already equipped with when it comes to Facebook account. I have two other account to be that we will be going to use in our outreaching. Hopefully, just like Angela, hopefully there will be no problem. But I think in the first to 2 days, um um I think it is on the I will still be on the what you call this, on the period that is um that I have to study your market and your target people. So maybe we will be going to have maybe small issues about that, but not a big problem.
Mhm. Uh, okay. Mary Joy?
Oh, yes, Jenny, possibly with the familiarization of tools, because I don't know yet what will be your, what is the specific task that you want me to do. But with your guidance, I guess I can do it. And because depending on what will be your, the areas that you want to let me do, but with your guidance, with the proper tools, and I guess I can handle that difficulty slowly by slowly but surely.
Mhm. Minute?
Yes, that's a tough question. But I can't think of any problem because just like Marisol said, I am also equipped with the equipment, and I'm available anytime. I can start anytime. And maybe just the familiarization of your program, though I read some of your posts, and it's really relatable. But maybe the marketing strategy, maybe, and I believe that I can learn that from you with your guidance. That's it. But
Mhm.
toughest challenge, maybe I can't think of any.
Okay. And Claire?
In business, we could experience rejections. And then in my experience, there are always rejections. But I don't take them personally, because a rejection in sales just means that your product wasn't what the prospect required. And then for that, it is important that I'm going to start by building strong rapport with the leads, and I'm going to identify their pain points, whether we can determine whether or not they require our services based on their pain points. And also, I'm going to focus on the next opportunity.
Okay. All right. And so if you haven't already been working as a virtual assistant and you've already been doing outreach on social media, what is your favorite method for connecting with people? So Mainnet, have you been doing this before?
What was the question again?
Organic outreach on social media. Like, have you actually been doing that as work before? Or is this the first time you're wanting to do this particular task?
I think this is the first time I did social media posting, content creation. But that's just it.
Okay. So, Marisol?
Yes. I think my favorite part in outreach or in social media or organic outreaching is engaging to people, because I love is talking to people because I can solve different kinds of content. So if it is or if the post is very nice, I engage to it. And I actually comment like amazing post, lovely. That's it. So enabled to capture their attention, especially if the leads is very is very qualifying. So we have to engage with their post. And yeah, that's the favorite part of mine.
Angela?
I think this will be the first time that I will be doing a social media management for a client. But as what I have said, I have been managing my own social media as a business owner also. And what my favorite is also my favorite method is also engaging with people, because through engaging people I can talk to them directly, and meet new friends, and I will be able to introduce my own products. And so if ever I will be a part of your team, I will get to introduce also your products to some prospects. And another method that I like also is creating contents, because nowadays, most especially here in the Philippines, TikTok is really a trend. So whenever you're on TikTok, or you're like a star on TikTok, there is a great chance that you will generate more leads. So I think TikTok and engaging, creating different creative contents is really a must in all kinds of businesses. That's
And Claire?
Okay, typically I produce leads by engaging and posting to various Facebook groups. And then when someone comments on or likes my post, I'll send them a direct message to find out whether they are competent to meet the needs of my prospects. And if they are, I will then establish a connection with them and schedule an appointment.
Okay, terrific. Claire, do you have multiple Facebook accounts that you'll be able to use for my business that are not being used for anyone else's?
Yes, I have one, and the other is in my other client. And I can also make a new account for that.
Okay. Angela, do you have multiple social media accounts at this point?
I have a reserved Facebook account specifically for client only, and I'm not used, since I don't have a client yet. It will be the best for you.
Okay, is that a new one? new account?
Yes, it's a new one and currently gaining optimization.
Okay, Maynette?
Yes, I have 2 Facebook accounts and 2 Instagram accounts. One for personal and one for the client. So yes, I don't have a client, so definitely it's going to be yours if you're going to hire me.
Okay. And Mary Joy? Mary Joy, do you have multiple social media accounts at this point?
Oh, yes. Miss Jenny, can you hear me well?
Yes, I hear you now.
Oh, okay, because some other angels having some problem with technical problem with their with their video. So I'm okay, right?
I can see you now. Yes.
Oh, okay. Yep. Your question is about if this is gonna be my first time doing the social media management.
The question is, do you have extra social media accounts that you can use for work?
Yes, I do. I do have 2 social media, the Facebook, but I'm engaged more with Facebook because I do with my own business now. I posted most of the time with my product, and I always answer DMs, and that's the thing that I really love most: prospect clients, customers. And I do have a separate Facebook also that can be used for my exclusive only for my prospect client.
Okay, great. And Marisol, you already said you have 2.
Yes, aside from my personal account.
Yeah, okay.
That's 2 extra.
Terrific. Okay. So Noemi, what I'd like to do is actually get some like work samples from people. Would I be able to give like into the mastermind chat a couple of tasks, and then the angels can go like do the tasks and send the results back to me?
Yes, absolutely, Jenny. Just send the link on the chat and they can also reply on with their answers on there.
Okay, terrific. All right. I think what I'd like is for people to send their answers to me privately so that, you know, otherwise the person who does it first, everybody else might just copy that. I want to see each person's individual results on these things.
Yeah, that should be okay.
Okay, terrific. All right. Well, I will just put that in a Google Doc and make it shareable and put the link in the mastermind chat. And then each of you can send me a friend request and send me your answers, how you would do these tasks. And that will give me a good idea of how you would work if you were working with it. The best way to know is to actually, you know, see what you do. So before we do that, do any of you have questions that you would like to ask me?
None so far for me, Jenny.
And for me also.
Good.
Okay. All right, then we'll just give me a few minutes to make this Google Doc and then it will be in the mastermind chat. And we'll see,
Sure. Thank you so much, Angel, for joining us. We'll
Thank
wait
you,
for
Jenny.
Thank you, Jenny.
Okay, bye-bye.